Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Rick with the Alpha 21 and today we'll be playing How Many Dudes. Now the premise of this game is to see how many individuals it takes to, say, I don't know, beat up a gorilla or, I don't know, a swarm of bees or even 10 toddlers. Let's go at it. Let's see how we fare. All right, we're coming out the gate pretty strong. We were knocking those toddlers left and right, taking them down. Looks like we got this. We got this easy. All right. All right, first round is over. We'll be collecting our $100, and let's go ahead and go with the samurai. Let's see. Every 3 seconds, the samurai dude dashes at the lowest health enemy of the battlefield to help finish it off. We shall recruit him. Now we can either do 3 duck-sized horses and 3 mallard ducks, or 4 little ducks and 7 toddlers. Well, I'm feeling a little froggy today, so let's go ahead and go with the second option here. All right, looks like we're coming out of the gate relatively strong. We might, oh, and we got him. All right, no casualties, and we got the full amount of money. Let's go ahead and get the samurai, and we have a couple of options here: the living will, the bean burrito, and the katana sharpener. Let's see, the katana sharpener seems to be class specific, so when a samurai dude arrives at his dash target, he gains 50% increased damage for 1 second. Let's go ahead and go with that. Now, what kind of fun would this game be if we weren't just constantly beating up toddlers? Now for me, I have a couple kids, and, well, this doesn't really scream toddler age to me. These are more, you know, walking little infants, but it's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and go with the vampire dude. We have ninja and cleric. We will need some healing. However, let's go ahead and go with the vampire for now. Let's see how we do against the second option again. Alright, we tend to be carrying our own. We lost our dude, but we got our 3 specialty dudes still, so still good. Alright, let's throw in another vampire. We get a free dude juice, which is just some health overall. And we have $608, so we could get, let's see, a talisman, universal health care. We can get 10% max HP, or anytime a dude receives healing, he gains 1% attack speed for the rest of the round. That sounds pretty good, so let's go ahead and go with that. We'll spend our money, and we'll dismiss it. And let's go ahead and go with the toddlers. Again, we came out the gate pretty strong. We took those toddlers down, so we'll try and keep things a bit, we'll keep them a bit even. And let's try out the rats. I mean, how hard could rats possibly be? All right, we lost one guy, but it's okay. We still have a couple. Let's claim our reward, and oof, fortunately these are nobody I really want to play with. I don't have much of an option, but let's go ahead and go with the Viking. And we got a couple of new consumables. Let's use our dude juice and get everybody up to speed. And let's give it a 6 gooses and 8 mallards. Alright, we didn't lose anybody. We got that full amount of money. Let's claim our reward. And let's go with another undead. Little vampire. Alright, feeling a bit froggy, so let's go with the 27 duck-sized horses. Alright, it looks like we lost our Viking, but everyone else said to survive. Let's claim that reward, and let's go with another Viking, and we get to choose a relic. Let's see. We can do Cleave, which I think is like a pushback. We can 10% increased healing from all sources. We don't have any healers at the moment, or we can do the Wakizashi. Yes. Samurai dudes gain 1% damage each time they land a critical hit. Each effect stacks and lasts for the duration of the battle. Let's go ahead and choose this. We're still down a guy. And it doesn't look like, let's see. How do we tell? Alright, he's knocked out for 3 more rounds. Or for 3 rounds, and we have 1 left. So let's go ahead and go with a easier fight. Just so we can save up some of our dude juices. Alright, looks like we made it out on top. So we have all of our guys. Everyone's good to go. Let's go ahead and spend just a little bit of money on another dude juice just in case. We got Black Sheep. So we can either taunt up to 5 guys for 5 seconds at the beginning of the round, or Vampire dudes gain 60% damage and 50% cleave, but lose. I think we can go ahead and do that. We can offset that eventually later on down the road. Now, since we are not at a full roster, I'm not sure if I want to chance it. We do have a dude juice, just in case, but let's go ahead and give it a try. See how things go. So the vampire's health regen is keeping them pretty high up there. Alright, looks like we just lost 1, but we'll just replace them, and we got our Viking back. Alright, so the harder round on here is 126 toddlers. Let's go ahead and go with them. That is a lot of flying toddlers. Reminds me of this party. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't go to any party with flying toddlers. Alright. Looks like we lost a guy. But we'll go ahead and get another just in case. Actually, we lost, looks like 2 maybe. We'll offset him. So we can either do crit chance, reduce merchant costs of health potions by 50%. Let's go ahead and go with the 10 HP, the 10% of the HP. And let's see, we have 1 round remaining for him, 1 for the samurai, and 1 for the regular dude. So let's go ahead and go with an easy fight. Hopefully we can take these guys out without losing anybody, and then we'll be back up to a full roster. Alright, let's claim our reward. We're still down 1, so let's go with another undead. Alright, let me see. Okay, so sorry, we have 2 rounds, and that's 1. So 2 rounds, 1 round, and 2 rounds. Alright, let's go ahead and stick with the easier fights for now. Get a few more toddlers in here. Just knock them all around. I did have the gore initially turned on, but then I realized I should probably have that turned off. So that's what I did. Alright, we have a general, a bard, and a warlock. I think I'm going to go with the bard. He seems to have a buff move. Increases their damage and run speed by 4% for 4 seconds. Every 4th attack. Alright, yeah, let's go with him. Unfortunately, at this point, we have no healing. So that's usually not good. But we'll see what we go. Alright, 1 wolf, 15 rats. Let's see how we fare. Alright, it wasn't even a contest. We had him from the start. Let's throw in another bard. And let's see, we gain a 5% crit chance every time they don't land a critical hit. That's bamboo dummies. Cage tiger. All dudes gain 25% crit chance for 3 seconds. Or dancing shoots. The bard gains, yeah, look at this, gains 20% increased max HP and 10% increased evasion. And he plays the song whenever he evades. So let's go. We got a consumable if we need it. I keep turning my mic off because I'm clearing my throat, because half the time I'm not talking during the day, and so I get real hoarse real quick, mainly because I just don't have anyone to really talk to. So here I am talking to you guys, and hopefully it works out. So it might be a little silent on that last one, but we'll try and make up for it. We're gonna go with the 3 dog-sized rats, 5 goats, and the 8 gooses. Geese? Gooses. Fight. Alright, hopefully this will be a walk in the park. Shouldn't have any issues. Throwing bows. You know, giving these goats some knuckle sandwiches and whatnot. Alright, looks like we got them all down. Got $115 for that one too. Alright, looks like we're 3 out of 4 and 3 out of 4 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go with another vampire. And again, let's just go ahead and go with... I'm sure we can handle the Canadian geese and the 6 dog-sized rats, but something fun about toddlers. And let's throw in a meteor just to see what happens. Did you hear their scream? They all like scream in like unison. All right. We got those toddlers, made some toddler confetti. All right, let's see. We'll go ahead and go with the bard again. And we're getting close to the boss encounter. So let's say maybe we can go with as much money as possible. Either amount's probably going to get us at least 1 item, so let's go ahead and go here. We'll try and keep as many as possible before we get to the boss. And there he goes. Poor doggo. We'll claim that reward, and we'll go with another warrior. We got an Odin statue, a loyalty card, and we got the bamboo dummy again. Viking dudes automatically enter Berserk when they take damage that drops them below 50. That sounds good. Or the first restock is free. I'm going to go with the Odin statue. And let's go ahead and go with... Let's try the goats. My wife had this uncle, and he used to have a bunch of goats. But then one of his goats was lame, and its back legs didn't work, so it had taught itself to walk around on its front legs. So it was constantly doing this handstand, running around, and it was the craziest thing I have ever seen. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got a free dude as well. Got some dude juice, and we went ahead and got the samurai as well. Let's see, when dudes that are hit by enemies, okay, that's some cleave, chance to curse the attacker, yeah, or this, vampire dude's attack reduces enemy damage. I think I'll go with that one, and we'll get the dude juice as well. Strange Spore, it evens out all their HP, so it kind of brings them all to a balance, all your guys. Let's go ahead and buy one, just see what it's like, and we'll dismiss it. Now, all of our guys were down, so now we're back up to a full roster. So, we're good to go here, and our healing effect is reduced by 25%. Let's go ahead and go. Alright, this is for all the marbles here. Let's see how we do. That is a big goose? Big duck. I forgot what it was. Alright, we're not doing too well here. Maybe we should have invested in that healer. Alright. Not doing so hot. I don't think we have this. Nope. We don't have it. Nope. Alright. Alright, let's view our collectibles. That's what we got. I would say let's go again, but hey, this is just kind of a first look for me to put on my channel for everybody else to see if you happen to come across this. Just thought I'd put it out as a little, second video for the day. It's going to be a relatively short one, but I just thought it'd be fun. Alright. Well, if you see something you like, please hit that like button. If you have any comments you'd like to leave me, any games you'd like me to check out, go ahead and post those down there as well. I appreciate you taking the time with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.